Hello again, this is your host Pearls doing my Let's Play of The Return of the Obra Dinn, and last time I figured out French people. I'm kind of embarrassed about this because I should have probably figured it out from his striped shirt, but I didn't really want to rely on that particular stereotype because that's also a shirt that I would imagine a seaman would probably use, but in hindsight, that maybe wasn't the smartest of me. Okay. So what do we have left to figure out? We figured out most things. In fact, we know the entirety of this chapter, and I think we know the entirety of this chapter. Yep. Okay, we don't have much left to figure out, so let's just start from the beginning. Just to make sure I haven't, like... Alright, so this is... Okay, so this is one of the Chinese topmen who escaped. I need to figure out who this is by process of elimination. We know they're all four alive at this point. And this Unholy Captives is, I think, the time when I'm going to be able to figure out who's who. And what I need to do is really... It's the Orlop deck where everyone sleeps, right? Because I think I need to... The last person alive is... The last topman alive. Oops, let me just break this down. The last topman alive is... Or Chinese topman, I should specify, is Wei Li. He disappears in the last chapter. I'm pretty certain... Well, we can probably figure it out. When does he disappear? We're not really sure when he dies. I can probably figure it out, actually. If he's in this chapter somewhere, I'm going to just solidify this particular certainty of what happened to Wei Li. Okay. Alright, so there's the helmsman. Where is he? Let's see if he's present in this scene anywhere. Helmsman, third mate, first steward. Yes, this is Wei Li. He's here somewhere. This is the bosun and his mate, the Frenchman who wears a striped suit, and I should have figured that out. Where is he, I wonder? That's the helmsman up there. One, two, three. It's not you. It's not you. Am I blind? Oh, wait. Hello. Yeah. You were definitely, probably torn apart by a terrible beast. Oh, well, that clarifies that. Okay. Okay. I'm rounding the corner here. Should be maybe 2 more sets before I can figure everything else out. Alright. So he died last. There was one topman who was electrocuted. I don't know his name, but he dies during the, I believe, Soldiers of the Sea. He's the first person who dies, actually. So that means, and at this time, later, one of them comes down, this guy, Xi Zhang, and dies. Oh, my cats are fighting. Which means that the one who was electrocuted, I need to figure out... They both died during this scene. But that means that the guy who left on in the previous one, the calling, or even unholy captives, I suppose. If there's a scene where... If there's a scene in here that I could get a hold of the bed numbers, I might be able to figure out who's who. The other thing I can do is just guess. I don't want to, though. So this is all on... Well, let's... Okay, let's... I don't need this scene anymore. Let's think here. I'm looking for like decisive evidence of who's who exactly, and I don't see any markers on them that would help me know for sure. So on the gun deck, the people don't sleep. They sleep on the orlop deck. So what I'm thinking is that maybe like, for example, these two just get decapitated. Am I wrong about this? Do they not sleep on the orlop deck? Or maybe they take down their beds at this particular time. I kind of forget. Because, well, no, they have to be on the orlop deck. Because if I go over to... If that's the case, and this doesn't help me any. If I go over to this guy, he's on the orlop deck. And I know he tells me about beds. Because these are the 4 guys. They're all alive. Let me just confirm. Who am I trying to identify? I'm trying to identify the difference between Li Hong and Wang Li. One of them was electrocuted. One of them left early. 38 and 40. I'm looking for... But 38 and... So they're both here this time. This does not help me. But in the other scene that I have with the boat, only 40's left. So I gotta, like, figure some other thing about... What would it be? What would be the decisive evidence? Or, you know, better than what I have. It'd have to happen after the calling. If there's a scene somewhere... They apparently don't have their beds up at this time. All this happens on the gun deck. I don't think I can go downstairs to figure it out. Man, that really bugs me how to figure out who's who. The only thing that really makes a lot of sense is... Oh, no. Okay, let me... Okay, alright, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know how I'm going to do this. The one leaves early. There's nothing... The guy who gets electrocuted falls on the rigging, or this thing here. So this is this guy. Let me just study this scene one more time. No, I don't think this is decisive of anything. So it's really the question of who's this guy, and nope, and the electrocuted guy, and this guy, these two. How do I figure out who is who? One wears a darker shirt, but that doesn't tell me anything about them. And so, yeah, and by the time the last one happens, they're both dead. And the other one dies, like, in this scene as well. Well, I know who he is. So you're alive now. There's no scene after this. Because this is all on the gun deck, and that doesn't help me at all. Because you have the tattooed legs. That's how I figured out who you were. Let's see here. Let's go back to you. You're in 5 memories. So let's... Yep, you're sleeping in the bed. You were there sitting on the post because you're depicted, but it doesn't say anything about who you are. You're here. Who are you even left to be? Alexander Booth. Hold on, I should actually be able to figure this out. I'm gonna take a risk here. You know, I just to... Now that I know this better, I'm 100%. You've got to be this guy. And then you mysterious person, pretty much nope, not you, have to be this guy. No, I'm not seeing it. I don't know how I'm going to know. Well, hold on. On the cargo deck, on the main deck, on the main deck. Now, I don't think there's just any defining features. How would I be able to pick him out of a crowd? Unless I can figure out who the electrocuted guy was, which I don't think I can. None of these say anything. Okay, there's one last trick I can try. Wait, I wasn't done here. Hold on. You, Alexander Booth. Yeah, spiked by a terrible beast. The man, I don't have any idea who you are. There's one last little trick I can try to maybe figure something out. Maybe he has a possession on him that I just didn't notice. He's right behind this guy. Uh-oh, I'm about to sneeze. These are the 2 Russians. How would he have been able to convince him what to do? That's my question. Man, I don't know. I don't see anything truly defining about him whatsoever. I don't know how this whole crew even, like, wanted to, like, talk about stealing that thing. This drives me nuts that I just don't know. Okay, let's go through and just fill in some of the blanks here. Once I know one, I'll know the other. It's that simple. I just don't know how to define it. Who am I missing here? What? Am I just blind? I know... Okay, I'm waiting for you to have a third. Waiting for you to have a third. Well, you to have a third. Am I just blind? Yeah, once you're the... I feel like I have more than this left. Or not. Okay, well, this is where I guess. Because I don't really... Alright. I don't know who you are. You're this guy. You're this guy. Okay. Maybe this is wrong. Were you not spiked? Huh. Well, that's interesting. Never mind, I have made a mistake. I just assumed that if you're from Africa, you've got dark skin. That's so racist of me. Man, how am I supposed to know? Okay, hold on. Maybe this scene is more than I give it credit for. I want to know how this conspiracy happened. I just don't ever see him before this. Man. I am a little bit puzzled. Maybe I have to get all 4 of the remaining ones right or something, and that's why this is wrong. Okay. Maybe I can work on these other 2. Well, okay, if this guy dies here, who's remaining in this scene with Doom? Alright, let's get out of this scene. I have a small idea. It's not a great idea. I might just have their names wrong. It's very possible. I am looking for on the gun deck. Not this way. But all the way over here. I'm really excited to hear this this particular track again. Okay, so this is the Doom. $56. Harry Brennan. 57. Alexander Booth is still alive. Oh, I was wrong. Because he dies earlier. Which means you, to my great surprise, you are this guy. Which means where are you? That you are Alexander Booth. Perfect. Okay. I'm just going to guess on the last two because I really don't know. I might... And it's not that difficult to guess. You've got to be... I don't know. Maybe you. Because the only person alive at this point is just him. He's lost all of his friends. Yeah. He's having a hard time. He's not a happy dude. And that means... Oops. Where are you? The electrocuted dude. There you are. You're this guy. I was wrong. I don't know how I was supposed to know this. Okay, well, we'll see what happens now. There's nothing left to do on the Obra Dinn. Man, I feel bad about this, though. I feel scummy. Scummier than I usually do. How was I supposed to figure out who was who there? Well, I guess it's time to leave. Where am I going here? Here, right? Guess I'll leave. Okay. Guess I'll let it happen then, I suppose. The sound effects are so good in this game, it's kind of obnoxious, just like how crystal clear they are. Okay, so now what happens? 1 week later. Insurance assessment. Attempted mutiny is only... Oh, man. Oh, this is kind of cool. Huh. Outstanding wages gave him... Henry Evans got his extra wages. And his mate, though, I think... Yeah. This is kind of sad. I like how, like, murdered people is only like $50. Alright. No claim. No claim. Man, I did my job real well. This poor ship. Exceptional performance of duties. I like how they phrase that. Extraordinary valor. Even though they died. I guess they gotta say that if they died and they just died at sea. He had an estate, though. Yep, the last dude. We saw him right at the start. He has an unknown estate. Donated to a pension fund. He didn't do much. John Naples. Only $15 for dying of illness. 15 pounds, I guess. It's like I know these people. They're like family at this point. Yeah, Patrick O'Hagan tried to steal stuff. That's 50 pounds. Boom. But now what? This mysterious pocket watch. And this mysterious book. Henry Evans chilling in Morocco. What the? Goodbye, book. That was cool. Cool little musical synchronization there. One year later. Okay, alright, alright. I'm gonna find out what happened in the... Oh, heck. Someone's coming for me. This is me. This is what the life of the insurance person. Ooh. They drink their tea. It's very lovely. Okay. I can, because video games. That's great. It's a stinky package. Good night. Let's find out what this is. Chief Inspector, I write to you with the unfortunate news that Dr. Evans has passed away. Oh no, he succumbed to his illness shortly after receiving your package. He was very pleased with your correspondence and asked that his gratitude be expressed by returning the book to you along with the means to complete it. As for the three of us that remain, the Obra Dinn is a distant memory and a dreadful chapter in our lives that we wish to forget. Do not write back. Regards, Jane Bird. What is this? This is a monkey paw? Oh god. Oh no. The last corpse thingy. Should probably take this with me. This tale belongs to you now. Please finish it. So I can go here, I imagine. Well, viewers, I think I'm going to stop here. We'll see what happens on my next video. The return of the Obra Dinn, the Lazarette, what happened, what bargain was made. Until then, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.